Today I'm going to help show you guys how I think this new buffed Jane Foster will affect MCoC. The patch notes came out today and she got buffed, and then a few hours after she got buffed on the CCP beta as well. So I took a bunch of beta fights with her, and we're going to see how well I think she's going to affect MCoC in general. And yeah, so I only have access to a 6-star, so we do need to talk about how that's going to work for this video. Basically, this is a 6-star, rank 5, 600 Descended, Thor Jane Foster. And to even it out as best as I could, I'm doing all the fights in the gameplay with max boosts on, so 20% orange, 25% red, 30% green. And that's still not going to equal a 7-star rank 4. And the reason for that is because a couple things. One, boosts aren't going to affect attack rating that she boosts in her own kit. So, for instance, for the 6-star rank 5 Ascended, for each shock on Jane, she's going to increase her attack by about 650. But if you're playing a 7-star rank 4, that's going to be a 950 increase. And basically, when you add the boosts, that 650 increase is going to stay 650. It doesn't go up as the boosts go up. So that's a pretty significant difference when comparing the star levels. So basically, when you're playing a champ who increases their attack rating in their own kit, it's not going to scale with boosts. And it means that this is going to be still weaker than what a 7-star rank 4 Jane would do. And on top of that, this is a 6-star, so the challenger rating is quite different. I don't entirely understand all the math with challenger rating, but basically all the stats are going to feel worse. Block proficiency, crit rate, crit damage, and all that kind of stuff is going to feel worse than it would with the 7-star. Again, I don't know all the math for it, but I'm just trying to let you guys know that all these fights are technically from an underpowered Jane, even though I tried to even it out as best as I could. So let's go ahead and get into gameplay now, though. And talk about some of the cool stuff that her buff did, starting with this Medusa here. This is a Battlegrounds health pool Medusa, and even with this being an underpowered Jane, we're going to completely wipe this Medusa out. And I really like Jane's Staggers a lot. I think they are really, really strong and really good for her kit. You're going to place the Staggers on your heavy attack, which you can chain from a combo now. And then you're just going to stagger all Medusa's Furies like this, and she'll never get to the three Furies that she needs to auto-block. And you can just absolutely nuke her. Like, that was a 31-second fight. So really, really good there. Now we're going to go fight Annihilus. She also has the ability to nullify Fury or Power Gain buffs when she drops a special. And we can use that to nullify this Fury right there. And he loses his rod in weird ways. I don't entirely understand exactly how it works, but he did get it nullified there. And then we're just going to stagger its return and stuff. And he's got the 3 Furies there, but not for long. We'll go ahead and drop a special 2 in a moment, and then go ahead and kill him right here. So I'm just going to place the 15 shocks, and then I'm just going to drop the relic to kill time. Didn't matter if it landed or not, and then Annihilus goes down. So basically, Jane's primary target is big buff gaining cosmics. So she definitely feels like an older Mystic in that form, which is fine, because like if it's a buff champ, I don't mind if they feel like older characters, because they are, right? So now we're going to go fight Super Skurll. This is a matchup where we can't shock him because he's shock immune, so instead we're going to go for the special 3, which is going to give us a power gain. And the power gain is going to give us extra crit rating on all of our attacks, which is super helpful. And just see how much damage she can do when she can't shock the opponent. It's not nearly as good, but it also isn't that bad. Yeah, it's not great or anything, but it's not bad. We do a heavy attack and it does 31k and extra damage based off of the Iron Fist relic. That is definitely the best relic to run with Jane, by the way. You should definitely use an Iron Fist one if you have it. Because it gives her some really nice burst damage on that single hit heavy. So I'm just going to do another heavy, and then boom, drop the special 3, and then this is just going to kill the Skurll. And like, it's not the fastest thing ever. Obviously you want to be able to shock the opponent in these short fights if you can help it, But again, we're going to watch another defender that is shock immune and still see, like, she's handling these fights just fine. She just hits hard enough with the heavy attack. So yeah, we're going to go fight Maestro now. And we're just going to be chaining those heavies as often as possible. The more shocks we have on us, the more crit rate we're going to get on the heavy, and you do want that to crit because that's where your entire damage source is coming from. Getting really bad crit RNG early on, but we're going to finally start critting a bit more later. And yeah, we're increasing our attacks a bit with the shocks, and it would feel even better if I was playing a 7-star rank 4, but that's fine. So we're just going to stagger all of Maestro's neutronium buffs and stuff, and ideally kill him before he gets to the passive ones, which she is going to be able to do. So like, if you're fighting a Maestro that has a bigger health pool than this, probably don't use Jane. I'm gonna keep saying Jean the entire video, aren't I? But still, you can do some really nice damage without. And then this special 3 is just gonna finish him off. And the Maestro goes down in just under a minute, very similar to Super Skurll. Now we're gonna go fight Deathless Thanos. I enjoyed using her for Deathless Thanos a lot because the single hit heavy means you don't need to play that aggressive, so you don't have to worry about his unstoppable that much. And she just felt pretty good for this. Like, it's another match where I'm not gonna even use the special 2 shocks. We're just gonna use the big heavy attack damage. And then I'm gonna give him a few more buffs just to make the Iron Fist relic do better. Whiffing the special 1 intentionally. There's some matchups where like whiffing intentionally actually matters. This one might not be one of them, but if you have the right spacing, she can't get punished for it, which is cool. And yeah, I had the right spacing there. So these heavy attacks, of course, once again hit very hard, and we're just going to use them to get him to his next phase for protection, I mean. And then I'm going to drop a special 3, it's going to do 7%. The special 3 does like the exact same amount of damage as a heavy attack, so honestly they might not even be worth using a lot of the time, but the extra crit rate that the power gain gives is certainly helpful. And then I'm just going to drop a special 2 here and let the shocks completely finish him off. And yeah, he goes down in just over a minute, which is really not that bad at all. I was kind of happy with how she did that Deathless Thanos. Okay, now we're going to go fight Serpent. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think she's a good Serpent counter. I wouldn't advise you use her for Serpent ever. There are cool things that Jane can do in this fight that we haven't talked about yet. Firstly, if she has 8 shocks on her, or 7, I don't remember exactly how many, then she's going to place an 80% Wither passive on the opponent from the Sig ability, which is really good. So if you can't stagger the power gain at all times, then you have the Wither to help with that. And then on top of that, the death immunity you're going to be able to use the Wither for. So other cool things, we can stagger the True Sense buff that Serpent's going to get so that we can dex the specials, which we just do right there. So that's really cool. But like, she just doesn't have the right damage to be able to take Serpent because of the fact that you're staggering him all the time. It means you're giving him a lot more call force, and you do want to be using that heavy attack because that's your main damage source, right? So you can't help but stagger him. So yeah, it was just really annoying, honestly, trying to make this fight work. And then his resistance up, his crit penetration reduction, they all just make it to where he just barely takes any damage when playing Jane. I can't even drop the special 2 because I don't want to lose all of my shocks unless I'm going to kill him. And then he's just going to have his resistance up, make the shocks do much less damage anyway. So we're going to trigger his death immunity here, and the Wither is definitely putting in a lot of work there. It means I can still play aggressive during this phase, but like, I can't stop the healing at all. I can't stop the duration of the buff to make it end faster, so I just don't think that she's good for Serpent at all. But there were just a couple cool things I wanted to show in this fight, so that's kind of why it's here. That being the stagger, the Wither, all that kind of fun stuff. So then I'm just going to go for a heavy attack to finish him off, and yeah, like, this is absolutely not a good score at all, but, you know, it's cool, I guess. And then we're going to go show her in long fights now. This was something that people requested I show for these videos, where we see the champion versus like a longer fight health pool. So we're going to go back and fight Medusa again, just because this is kind of what you want to be using Jane for, is these buff gaining cosmics. And basically for long fights, you kind of just want to drop special 3s exclusively. because those are just going to give you that power gain, which is going to give you extra crit rate, and you're not losing your ramp by like you would with dropping a special 2, right? So dropping the special 2 in the long fights is just not going to be a great move, I don't think, because you're losing all that ramp. If you alternated special 1, special 2, it honestly would probably give you a similar score than this. The special 1 gives you that fervor, which is really helpful if you aren't staggering the opponent all the time. But like, I don't know, I found the special 3 rotation just, I think it's probably better than just doing special 1, special 2, like keep alternating that. But I don't know, there's arguments to both, but I think just going for the special 3s and then just using your big heavies for the main source of damage was pretty nice. And honestly, these special 3 animations, they kind of take their time, right? Even though you have that skip SP3, you still have to do with the minigame at first, and they only do the damage that your heavy attack does. Like, one heavy attack, if it crits, is doing the same amount of damage a special 3 does. So, like, I'm only going to use the special 3 when my power gain expires, pretty much. A couple other times I'll drop it early, but yeah. Again, the fact that it's doing the same amount of damage as the heavy is pretty interesting. But yeah, I'm just going to go for another combo into a heavy here. It does some really nice damage. The Iron Fist relic, again, is putting in a lot of work because it's a really, really good relic for her. And then this special 3 is going to do another chunk of damage, and then a combo in a bit after we'll finish off this Medusa. And it's going to be like 2 minutes overall to do 1.3 million health, which isn't that bad, honestly. It's really not the worst thing ever. Especially with her not having the exact attack rating a 7-star rank 4 would have. But like, yeah, I don't think Jane's gonna be that impactful on the meta as far as like Battlegrounds is concerned. I don't think she's gonna be that impactful on the meta as far as Alliance War is concerned, or long form. I think she's just gonna be a cool champ for people to have, and I think that's kind of like the whole point of a lot of the buff champs. Is they're just cool champs for questing and stuff. They're not really going to be the most meta impacting champs out there, because that's just not what they're meant to do, like buffing older champs like that. So yeah, like, I think she's cool. I'm gonna rank her myself because I kind of want to use her, but like, I don't think she would be a champ you want to rank for BGs or war or stuff. But yeah, I'm perfectly fine with like the buff champs not being the most meta impactful things ever, especially when we're getting quite a bit now. We've gotten one a month for a while recently. We had Rhino, Super Skurll, Yondu, what else? Like the Rebirth pool, obviously. So, and there's gonna be a lot more next month. So yeah, there's just, I don't know. I think she's pretty cool, but not gonna be the most meta impacting champ out there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.